Hey guys, I'm here. Welcome back. Today we are getting ready for the beginning of the end of one of our favorite shows here on the channel, and that of course is Cobra Kai. Part 1, Episode 1 of the final season is here, and I am not ready to even open the door or entertain the idea that this show is coming to a close. I didn't expect this series, and I've said this many times over the years that we've been covering it. I didn't expect it to be half as good as it was when we saw those first trailers for the first season, and the fact that it was a YouTube Red original at the time, I thought it was a joke, and I thought it was just going to be this little thing that just happens and disappears. It was just for fun, like a extra long Funny or Die kind of sketch situation, but no, they treated this series, these characters, this history with such a reverence that was intoxicating. And every season it manages to up the ante, exceed its expectations, and push this franchise ever farther. And I would say that as far as like legacy series go, whether it be movie or television, this is one of the very few, I think, that you could say even makes the originals that much better by having this exist. You know, it takes us back, it gives us another perspective on them, it enhances them, it loves them as much as the people that grew up with it, and it takes these characters, both the protagonists and the antagonists, and just catapults them forward in amazing ways. I love this show, I love this series, I love this franchise. I know that after this all wraps up, there is the film that is going to have Daniel LaRusso back alongside Jackie Chan's character, Mr. Han, from the 2010 Karate Kid. Though that has been produced separately from all of this, the creators of this show gave some notes on the script, but as far as like involvement in it whatsoever, because this was greenlit before this was confirmed to be the final season as well. Obviously, I think they're just trying to capitalize on a popular franchise because they know this is coming to a close and they want to put something out there as well. Maybe even start something new, a whole new film trilogy. I don't know. I don't exactly know what their game plan is because it's Sony. I don't think they ever know what their game plans are, especially with their films. I'm hoping that whatever does come out, it doesn't tarnish what this show has done, because this show resurrected this franchise. It gave it new life. If they do anything to like ignore, disgrace, retcon, or whatever the legacy that's been built here, I feel like that's been a major disservice and just icky. I'm just going to put that out there because I'm very protective of this franchise at this point, man. But with that all said, we are getting ready to ramp up as our teams are still gearing up for the Sekai Taikai. Kreese is in the wind. We talked about that last season as well, how he just needed to wait like one day and he would have been set free. Now he's an escapee and a convict even more so by having broken out of jail. Meanwhile, Terry Silver is being carted away to prison, though with his money and resources, I'm sure that's not going to stick for long. We've got the exploration into their own dojo and its origins and where that's going to go, especially with Sensei Kim and the legacy of her grandfather, that I think we're going to explore as we open up the world to this international tournament that they're going to be gearing up towards. But the thing is, at the moment, at the present, there is no Cobra Kai. So I'm curious about that. We reacted to the teaser trailer, and it showed some of the kids from both sides just kind of hanging out. I mean, there was a shot of Kyler just hanging out with the Miyagi dudes. What does it mean when these dojos are kind of put to a rest, and how is that peace going to be disrupted? I know there was an official trailer that came out not too long ago, but I decided to pass on that because I had the screeners for the episode, so I was going to be gearing up to watch them in the next couple of days anyway, so I wasn't really concerned with checking that out because we're just going to get right into the meat of the show, man. I'm really curious to see where this takes our characters and at the end of the day, where it leaves them. You know, we got 5 episodes this part, 5 episodes for part 2, and 5 episodes for the final part. So we got a nice little bite-sized morsel to whet our palate as we wait and extend and draw out the last season of this amazing show. Anyway, all that down and out of the way, let's get ready to jump into episode 1. But before we get into that, remember you can get the full-length reaction over on Patreon, or if you become a member of the channel, get you access as well. It is a watch-along format, so you will need your own footage to sync up the time codes to react to the entire episode. Over there, you get the same thing for all the other shows and movies that we cover on the channel. You also go to suggest and vote what movies to react to each month. We get monthly Q&As, behind-the-scenes footage, to try to make it worth your while since you are going out of your way to support the channel. But guys, at the end of the day, I really appreciate it. Enjoy this reaction. Please leave a like, drop a comment, subscribe if you're not already. And with that all said and out of the way, let's hop into episode 1 of season 6, the final season of Cobra Kai Peacetime in the Valley. Here we go. Damn. He hit another growth spurt too, man. Good God. Aw. Amanda's face. Wow. Martial arts mayhem. Yo, let's go. Oh, Kenny. That's somebody I'm really interested to keep an eye on too, with everything that happened at the end of last season as well. Damn. He's like, hell yeah. Fuck you. Oh my God, that's probably one of the most satisfying things Daniel's seen in a long time.
That is the sweet, sweet sound of no more karate wars. This is what happens when you take down Terry Silver. When I did it back in '85, we got like 30 years of peace.
Maybe we can get another 30.
Unless he finds a way to get the charges right.
Hey, his reputation is ruined. No one's gonna fight for that guy ever again.
Wow. Ugh. Well, don't jinx it.
Unless you know who decides to jump out of the shadows.
And listen, if Kreese is dumb enough to show his face around here, there's gonna be an army of U.S. Marshals waiting to take him back to prison.
He literally just needed to wait one more day. God damn it, Kreese. You fucking idiot. Again, in his benefit, there's no way he could have known what was about to happen.
But now, if we win, kids around the world are gonna want to join Miyagi-Do.
So,
Aww.
karate is gonna be our rest of our lives kind of thing.
Don't worry.
Karate is Daniel's life, Amanda. I feel like you need to acknowledge that at this point.
This tournament is my karate swan song. What better way to go out than by sharing Mr. Miyagi's wisdom with the world?
God damn it, Sony. You drop one of these in here, I mean, they better not fucking ruin this shit.
Second location, hundreds of geese, training room with a couple of those ice baths.
What does Mr. LaRusso think of all this?
At the end of the day, people are gonna have to decide if they want to learn karate from a car salesman or an actual sensei.
Rude.
I think you missed the turn. Miyagi-Do's back that way.
No, gotta make sure you guys don't go soft on me. Maybe a combined dojo, but we're Eagles where it counts. Before we go singing Kumbaya Miyagi's backyard, we're headed to the warehouse to break some bricks.
Let's go. He's just got an Eagle Fang banner. Oh, wait, no. Oh, no, their building got taken down. That's why. Shit. Well, that's what happens when you set up at an abandoned warehouse. Oh, look at all of our kids, man. They're just getting so big. They're all grown up. You fucker.
Benedict's penis breath. Come on, guys. I said I'm sorry like a billion times. I swear, no more heel turns.
I've got no one to heel turn to.
Pretty sweet, right?
Oh.
Got like 30
God
of these.
Damn it! I'm gonna need a new shirt. Fuck.
You got an exhale?
No. No. God damn it! I'm already getting emotional, man.
At least Miyagi-Do's alive and well. We don't have to deal with Cobra Kai anymore, and now we're all one big karate family. Hell, most of us. It took a while for you and me to figure our shit out, but we got there.
No.
I mean, Sam and Tory only recently stopped hating each other, but hopefully they'll be friends someday. Maybe we just need to do something to jumpstart it.
Double date. That's not awkward. Well, to be fair, you've all dated kinda each other at this point.
That's all that's left of my demolished dojo.
Johnny, I'm sorry.
Got any lighter fluid? Came up with a new lesson on the drive over.
Today is my lesson.
I thought it was my day.
Yep, it was. But Chozen came up with an exercise that'd bring the new students up to speed, and I thought we could just do yours tomorrow. Maybe after you run it by me first.
Since when do I run shit by you?
Since it might burn down the house.
It is his house.
Sensei?
Also Sensei.
We'll start in a minute, guys.
Well, actually, we've got something we want to show you before training. The Sekai Taikai is the most prestigious karate tournament in modern martial arts history.
If Elon Valley is March Madness, this is the Olympics, plus the Gladiator Games and the Kumite from Bloodsport all rolled into one.
Yeah. If we win...
I still need to actually see Bloodsport.
It's gonna take all of our focus and all the wisdom our senseis have to offer.
Which is why we decided to take at least one thing off your plates, coming up with our new dojo name.
Oh, shit! What are we going with?
We give you... Miyagi Fang Karate!
Let's go! Oh my god, it's Miyagi with fangs! Oh my god, it's Vampire Miyagi! I like the name! I don't know if I like the picture!
Mr. Miyagi was the most generous and honorable man
Oh,
I ever knew.
yeah, I'm
Not
with
to stain his
Daniel like
legacy
that.
By turning him into some karate vampire.
Oh, but yes, Miyagi Fang!
No compromise. Miyagi-Do has honor, tradition. Miyagi-Do is the only choice.
Says who, Taguchi? You haven't been here long enough to get a vote.
Been here long enough to fight Silver.
Oh, you fought one guy while I took on 5.
My one guy had a samurai sword.
So did one of my guys. You heard me bitching about it.
All right, come on. The two of you fighting isn't gonna
Oh,
solve
god
this.
damn it.
Fight is exactly how we solve this.
Are you kidding me?
You, me, on the mat. Winner will name dojo. Or have I not been here long enough to kick your ass?
No one is fighting, okay? We need to focus on the kids. Come on.
Kids will never find out. Monday, dawn, sparring deck.
I'd be there.
I'd be there too.
Wow. Huh. But yeah, I feel like, you know, Miyagi Fang, love it. I do love it. But Miyagi with fangs, I don't think I love that.
I'm good.
Me too.
Okay. What about the batting cages? I heard there's a new fast pitch.
Sure.
Awkward.
Sounds fun.
For some reason, I don't think it sounds fun.
It's a double date with my ex and yours. Whose idea was this?
It was Miguel's idea.
Ah!
You know, we've been enemies since the day we met, and now I'm training in her dad's backyard, learning the exact opposite of everything I've ever been taught.
I'm not even sure if she even wants to learn Miyagi-Do, or if it's just a way to get to the Sekai Taikai.
All right, just give her some time.
Just give her a chance. Things are gonna be different from now on, so.
Kenny, aww.
He's still not talking to you?
No.
Nah, I get it.
I'm gonna be right back.
It's the biggest axe you got.
May I assume you're not going to use it on human flesh and bone?
This guy is one of the most random but interesting recurring characters in this show, man.
What the hell are you doing here?
Do I want to know what that's for?
Training. Rocky IV style. Gonna chop down a tree, carry through the snow. All right, no snow, but you get the point.
Okay, what if instead of that, you called off the fight?
No chance.
Come on, our strength is we teach both styles equally. Let's not jeopardize that balance, man.
Because nothing says balance like 2 against 1.
It's...
Look, man, when Kreese stole Cobra Kai from me, I had to build Eagle Fang from scratch. Helped us earn a spot in the Sekai Taikai. It's not just a name. It's what it represents.
Aww.
This one big enough for you?
That's what I'm talking about.
What are you doing? Okay, he explained what he was doing, but...
If Taguchi beats me, fine. But after all I put into Eagle Fang, I'm not giving up without a fight.
I understand that. I respect that. I mean, he did build that with his own 2 hands after having lost everything. So while it doesn't have the legacy of Miyagi-Do, it means something all the same.
Welcome to Coyote Creek.
It's not how I taught you to fight.
Oh.
It's what Sensei Kreese taught us.
That's like if Cobra Kai was a horror movie. What's your favorite scary movie? What's your favorite karate movie? Wow, this is even more awkward.
Oh, driving around the corner, kind of crazy.
Yeah, I mean, it does feel just like yesterday that we were dissecting fetal pigs.
No.
And now we're planning our futures.
What about you, Tory?
It's kind of hard to get in anywhere when you spend almost a year on probation.
Yeah. Shit, man. They're just crashing and burning right now.
I give up. Don't shoot. Don't do it.
Oh, that was charming. Damn, that would have worked. That would have worked on me.
Hang on, man. Hang on, please.
Damn, he had such a growth spurt between seasons too, man.
I really think with the right mentors.
Is he taller now? Oh.
Sean, look, I don't know what you heard, but
I heard enough. How you brought my little brother into your karate cult and then left him there, alone.
I made some mistakes.
I'm
trying to make it up to him now.
Yeah, just shot. Now you're gonna leave him be. Otherwise, me and you gonna have a problem. Got it?
Well, shh.
He told me to leave Kenny alone.
You're not going to listen to him, though, right?
Do whatever you need to do. We'll have your back.
No, let's go. That was some progress.
Well, that looks painful. Strength and body. Strength and resolve.
I was just hoping that maybe we could resolve this thing with Gianni another way.
I will not lose.
I'm not worried you'd lose. I just don't get why you've been so dug in lately. You been drinking again?
Oh.
No more drink. Dull senses cost me fight against Silver. Yeah.
Is that what this is about? Because you showed mercy and that monster took advantage? That's nothing to be ashamed of.
I'm not ashamed. Showing mercy is not a weakness.
Still, it left you with 80 stitches in your back.
God, the most I've ever had was 13.
I mean, take a trip back to Okinawa for a week.
Give again, I've never taken a full-on katana to the back.
What do you mean? Maybe you got your dojo, Kumiko.
No Kumiko. That night, I called Kumiko. Pour my heart out. No call back.
Oh, Chozen, I'm sorry. There must be some explanation for that.
Explanation is clear. She does not feel the same.
Well, I can tell you that fighting Gianni is not going to make it any better.
No. But it will ensure legacy of Miyagi-Do. That is all I have left.
Oh, fuck. Well, I know he had the axe in the car anyway, but I think it's funny that he's taking it out here with him. Wait, is that in his head, or is he hearing this diegetically? Is Kreese leading a secret woodland karate cult?
What the hell? I can't hear you. Stingray?
Oh, oh!
Class, we have a visitor.
Oh my God, he's doing the thing.
What the hell's going on, man?
Bert told me that you and Mr. LaRusso are having some big tiff over a dojo name, so thought I'd just show you the solution.
Are you running a daycare center?
No, the solution is
Is he allowed to?
Taking back Cobra Kai.
No. Here's the batting cages.
I heard what you said. I just need 1 minute, please.
Back off, Keene.
Come on, Sean, you know where this is gonna end. He holds on to this anger, it's gonna boil over. Do you really want him to end up where we did?
Not your concern. You understand?
You know what? I'm not sure I do.
Come on. Nah. This only take a minute.
Damn. Wow. Oh, fucking Christ. Oh!
We said we don't want to fight.
God damn. Oh! Yes! Bringing it back!
Out of my way, Nichols. I don't want to hit a girl.
That's sweet, but don't worry. You won't.
Aww. This will. Oh God. Oh.
Honey, you have a place.
Okay, I thought that was actual like metal mesh, and it wasn't. I was like, God damn.
We're just trying to help.
Wow, this is just getting worse and worse.
No, I'm not going anywhere. Yes, you are. Security's coming. We're done.
Well,
that was a mess.
That could have gone better.
Could have gone worse.
You picked up Miyagi-Do pretty fast.
Aww.
Yeah, well, I fought you enough. Some of it must have rubbed off.
At least there was a little bit of a wholesome moment that came out of all of that. I feel so bad for Kenny, man.
Elementary.
Oh my God, that picture of Johnny.
Do what you want, call it what you want, but I'm out. Got a fight to train for.
When did Johnny Lawrence become such a pussy?
Oh my God.
It takes a pussy to walk away. It takes a man to stay. And I know that Cobra Kai, its stock is at like an all-time low. But if you're back at the helm, if you're in the throne chair, the students are gonna come, man. I mean, you're like the whole reason I joined the dojo.
No.
I know what you thought of me back then. Probably what most people think of me when they meet me, but you didn't kick me out. You let me stay. It got to the point where I started to like myself, could look in the mirror, could put my chest out. I respected myself. I get that sounds corny, right?
No. Maybe a little.
Okay, but that's what you do better than any other sensei around. And we still have a spot for Cobra Kai at the Sekai Taikai. With all due respect to Mr. LaRusso and his smoking hot wife, by the way, good God. But they can't bring anything to the table that you don't already know. Hey, I get why you joined up with them at first. It's a means to an end, yada, 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 I get it. But that's their legacy. Cobra Kai, that's your legacy.
Is it though? I don't know, man. I don't know. I like them together. I like all of this coming together. I think we just need to let it die with Kreese, even though I know Kreese is alive, but anyway, you know what I mean.
Those guys are all assholes.
Didn't seem like it. They had open shots but wouldn't take them. Same with Robby and his boy. What's that tell you?
Oh, wow.
Okay. We both know that's not true.
Aw.
When do you talk like that? Since I learned what the world was really like. And who taught you that? Ponytail dude they arrested? He teach you all that aggro bullshit I saw back there too?
It's not bullshit, it's the way of the fist. Strike first, strike hard, no mercy.
That has got to be the dumbest shit I've ever heard.
God damn, okay, what the fuck?
Guys do would be good for you.
No, I don't need that.
Where was this back there when they were trying to help, man?
I've gotten you lately. I saw that look in your eyes, Kay. It's the same one that landed me in juvie. You keep going down this road, that's where you'll end up too. Or you can learn from my mistakes and maybe give Keene another shot too.
Oh.
You're becoming a man now, okay? It's time for you to decide the kind of man that you want to be, the kind of man you want Dad to come home to after his tour.
Oh. You were the man of the house, remember?
I don't even know who I am anymore.
Hey, it's okay, man.
He's had such a crisis of self since he's been here. Such a tragic character, man, all things considered, but there's hope, man. There's hope. There's always hope.
We only entered the Sekai Taikai to stop Silver, and now with him gone, what if the pressure of another tournament just makes us turn on each other?
Hey.
Hey. How's golf and stuff?
Hit and miss, but here's the twist. Tory and I actually crossed a bridge I thought had been burned.
Aww.
I won't bore you with the details, but let's just say that we found some common ground, and the world better watch out, because now we have two bonsai badasses ready to kick the competition.
Hell yeah.
Well, that's a pleasant surprise.
Yeah, and a counter-argument for dropping out of the tournament.
Right. If those two can get along.
But what is Johnny going to decide? Because that could very much so light and an ugly fire under Daniel.
Daniel, son, you came here to try and change my mind again.
I haven't. I'm here to tell you I've changed mine. I think we have to let Gianni win this one.
Oh.
Mr. Miyagi never cared about tournaments or his legacy. He cared about teaching karate the right way. And we can honor that under any name, even Eagle Fang.
But Eagle Fang name is stupid.
It doesn't matter. This is about going to the Sekai Taikai under a unified banner without us having a fight over it.
Oh, well, I think that's gonna be burned by Gianni. I'm so nervous.
I concede.
Oh.
At the end of the day, Eagle Fang is just another version of Cobra Kai. Cobra Kai is John Kreese's legacy.
There we go.
I don't want anything to do with that asshole ever again. Plus, working with you guys has made me a better sensei.
Oh.
It's made my students stronger, our students. So I don't want to just teach offense only anymore. I want to do whatever it takes to help lead Miyagi-Do to victory.
Wow.
Let's make sure it's your sensei's
Let's
legacy.
go.
Miyagi-Do's lucky to have you, Gianni.
Yes.
Damn. Let's go.
I'm personally glad you guys aren't gonna fight.
What do you mean? We're still fighting.
Wait, what?
Why?
For fun. Why not?
Why not? Face me.
Aw. The friendly sparring match.
We've been through a lot to get to this point, and we're finally on the same page. We put aside old rivalries and wiped the slate clean. Now we are all Miyagi-Do. But it's a new Miyagi-Do. The strongest we've ever been.
Most badass.
Yep, that's fair.
One team.
I'm so Let's go. Let's go.
Steeped in tradition and honor. And a brand new patch.
Oh, they added an eagle.
We may have settled things in the valley.
Oh, it looks good on Gianni. Oh my God. What is this?
Tell Kim Da-Eun that Cobra Kai is back.
Wait, what? God damn it. Kreese, what are you doing? What are you doing? God, you fucking evil motherfucker, dude. I thought we were hitting some growth, some maturation, some self-reflection when he was having those little sessions, you know, when he was being haunted by the specters of his past and all of this, and then immediately just flips on that. I hope by the end of this that there is this wake up for Kreese. I don't want him to end just in a worse place than he came into all of this, but we were joking about the him having a secret karate dojo in the woods like he's running some witch cult away from everybody else. We got that here, wherever the fuck here is. But he's just fucking coming out of the shadows, smoking his cigar, as he always tends to do. But yeah, anyway, I don't know what his game plan is. Obviously, I think we're going to explore more of the origins of Cobra Kai. You know, every season we were getting more and more about Kreese, his past, what makes him tick. Last season, we introduced Sensei Kim, who is the granddaughter of the person they learned from. So I think the next step is, while this episode was very much so about legacy, like the names, where it comes from, the what are you passing on of it all. You know, we brought in the daughter of their master, of their sensei, and I think we're going to get more of the roots of where Cobra Kai came from, where Kreese's Cobra Kai came from. Is he in South Korea now? Or does she have a secret woodland dojo that we don't know about? I don't know what the fuck that was about, to be honest. I like that, you know, there are good things that came out of Johnny's teachings. I think the Stingray conversation allowed him to realize that he passed on the same things when he was in charge of Cobra Kai and when he was in charge of Eagle Fang, and that at the end of the day, the name doesn't matter. Some realization that, you know, Daniel came to all on his own as everything else in the episode worked itself out. They both came to the same conclusion by the end of it, is that at the end of the day, the name doesn't matter. What matters is what we're passing on, the teachings. What are we giving these kids? What are we leaving behind? You know, the name is inconsequential. You know, Miyagi, like Daniel said, probably wouldn't care about the name at all, you know, as long as people were being taught the right way. And I think that reflection, as much as Stingray was like, hey man, I'm attaching all these things to the name Cobra Kai, but in reality, it came from Gianni. It didn't come from Cobra Kai. Cobra Kai came from Kreese, Silver, and Kim Sung-yeon, and that whole legacy. And that's theirs. That name is theirs. And I don't think Gianni can ever pry it away from them, no matter how much he tries. But the thing is, it's him that made the difference. It's him that changed Stingray's life, as much as Stingray's like, oh man, all these badass catchphrases, the logo, the slogan, the name of the dojo, it's all badass, when the reality of it is, it wasn't really what Cobra Kai was founded upon that Gianni ended up teaching in the end. Sure, there's an amalgam of what he learned and what he took and what he kept and what he passed on, but he changed it. He taught them new lessons. He taught them in a way that they would never have before. Those are all his. No matter what banner that is under, that is still something that, as long as he is the teacher, can pass on. And both him and Daniel came to that conclusion. And then we have that fun little banter at the end with them, you know, talking, and him actually talking down Chozen, then him coming in and conceding the fight, then them just doing the sparring match just for shits and giggles. That whole thing was so much fun. I absolutely adored that, man. It got me so emotional. Like, it just shows how far these guys have all came, especially considering where they all have come from and all the trials and tribulations that they've gone through individually and together. And it's just nice to finally see us here. I was expecting what we've done every other time up until this point, where we get comfortable with them kind of being friends, kind of being at peace. I was just ready for another wedge to be driven in between them. And I think they knew that. I think they were purposefully setting that up for us to expect, oh, well, they're not going to be united. They are, in fact, going to be competing against one another in the end. But that didn't happen. And it just warmed my heart even more, you know, because this whole thing was about trying to mend bridges and strengthen these bonds that had once been broken, you know, in the wake of everything that happened before. You know, we had, you know, Tory and Sam, as Miguel and Robby last season, were able to bring things together. You know, now it's their turn. And they have a huge rift to close between these two with everything that's transpired, especially considering Tory tried to kill her. So, like, it's a little bit different. Well, I mean, to be fair, Tory tried to kill her. Meanwhile, Robby almost accidentally killed Miguel. Anyway, the whole, like, dichotomy of their relationships is hilarious, especially when they're out on a double date and you're just realizing, well, we're with our partners, who's with our exes, who's with our partners' exes. We've been on opposite ends of this karate war. We've all flip-flopped all over the place, and we're trying to make this work. And then through defending Keene, who Sam was able to step in between and, like, trying to keep them out of this fight, as Elijah was trying to... wait, hold on. What is his name? Oops. I called him by his Walking Dead name. My bad. Sean. I think my only, like, hang up with this episode is, like, I'm a little conflicted on the way he was handling that situation in the moment at Golf and stuff, when Robby tried to talk to him, when he kind of stepped in, was like, hey, back off. Leave my brother alone. Where he's very antagonistic. I mean, after everything that happened, having come out of juvie, I'm sure he's a little extra protective, especially considering the fallout of what happened at the dojo. He's probably a little pissed off about that. Maybe that's part of it. I'm trying to, like, reconcile his motivations at Golf and stuff versus the way he was talking to Keene when they were back at home. Because it was almost like we all saw two different sets of people. So, like, I'm trying to figure that out myself, like, logistically. So, like, I'm thinking that, like, in the moment there, you know, he's coming out, you know, Keene has been wrecked and manipulated by this guy who just went to prison. And from his perspective, Robby just abandoned him there. He did. He left Cobra Kai. You know, he went there to be with Robby, to learn. And that's what Sean had sent him out to do, is for Robby to show him how to defend himself, stick up for himself, help him. Then he cuts and runs from his perspective. And then this whole thing is left Keene just distraught and listless and confused about who he is and everything, especially considering he really drank that Kool-Aid that Terry was putting out, and there was nothing that Robby could really do to stop that after a point until it was destroyed. So it really left him in a very vulnerable spot. So I think honestly, coming into it, Sean rightfully is probably pretty pissed off and just like, hey, stay away, don't do any more damage than you've already done. But it wasn't until the fight when he saw that Miguel and Robby both many times had the opportunity to strike, but didn't. Everything that they did was defensive, or at least that I saw in the moment, and that's what he called out at least. Same with Sam and Tory. You know, they were trying to keep Kenny out of the fight, trying to also keep Kenny from getting hurt. They also didn't throw any punches. And I think he was like, okay, maybe they're not full of shit. So maybe he took that back. He was like, these people wouldn't have done that if they didn't care. They weren't here to bully. They weren't here to get back or strike, you know, get vengeance or whatever. There was no malice in what they were intending to do. So I think that in his own way, especially the way that he and Robby bonded in juvie, fucking beating the shit out of each other. So I think in that moment, that shown to him in a language he's familiar with, that they mean that they're serious about wanting to help. So then he comes back here and he's like, okay, maybe I was wrong. Maybe that is actually what you need, to redirect that aggression, to not give into it, to not strike first, to not do these things that eventually in your current state will lead you right to where I was. Maybe that's where it's all going. It's just like when you're looking at the scenes back to back, it's almost in the moment very, very jarring. Maybe that's just me. Maybe I'm just overthinking the absolute shit of it. But I love the cinematography in this. Is it just me, or does most scenes look pretty damn crisp? The show's always looked real clean, but does it feel a little more cinematic? I don't know. Maybe it's all in my head. But fantastic episode, you know. You know, we got Gianni, Chozen, and Daniel all now officially under Miyagi-Do, not Miyagi-Fang, which is one of the names that I know myself and a lot of people threw out there. Honestly, I thought that's what they were going to go with. And maybe that's why they put in that, by popular vote, they put that in there. And then, oh my God, the Miyagi image with him with the fangs. Like I like the name, but the second I looked up from the name and saw what the logo was, I'm right there with Daniel. No. That gotta go. But at the end of the day, they're not Eagle Fang. You know, there's a long history of Miyagi-Do that now Johnny is a part of, and he can bring in what he knows. And it's also, Miyagi taught a very specific part of Miyagi-Do. You know, we saw what they learned from their father, what was passed on to Sato, which then made its way to Chozen. And even Chozen, when Daniel went to Japan, there's different aspects of Miyagi-Do that even Miyagi didn't necessarily pass on yet. So there's these encapsulations that have made it evolve even beyond what Daniel has initially taught. And like Miyagi said, what he passes on will eventually be Daniel's, and it's Daniel's job to make it his own. It's always evolving. I like that it's evolving with our characters, who Daniel's been able to embrace these two sides of himself that he's always been wrestling with, even back when he was learning with Miyagi, who was trying to teach him how to balance those sides. He was never trying to snuff out the competitive side, then Daniel's need to, like, you know, prove himself or anything like that. He was just trying to make sure that it never overrode everything else. You know, when he steeped into Cobra Kai, when he went to go learn from Silver and all these things, where it was just like he was almost tapping a little too much into the dark side. He's never trying to ignore that part of him. And Daniel's now, I think, in a place in his life where he can tap into a lot of that without feeling like he's tipping over and drowning in it, you know. And much like with Johnny, like, it's all been one way for a long time, and now he's learned to defend. It's not all about attack. There's different ways to approach life. They've helped each other evolve. And it's a beautiful full circle, like, thing from where they were introduced together in the very first movie to where they are now. I absolutely love what these guys have done with these characters in this story, in this universe. And again, this is Daniel's swan song, as they said in this episode. Again, another, I think, very evident point that this was their perceived end for these characters. I really hope Sony doesn't taint any of that with the film. I hope it's good, but I hope it doesn't undo or, I don't know, tarnish all the hard work these guys have put into resurrecting this franchise in a way that has made it, I think, stronger than it has ever been before. And for Sony to just come in, ride those coattails right as it comes to a close. Oh yeah, well let's capitalize on it. Let's get Macchio in here. Let's get Jackie Chan in here. Let's get this, like, you know, exhibition match kind of thing coming in here. And I just hope whatever it does, I want to love it. I'm just so cynical when it comes to Sony's movie making decisions. When it's their animation division, they're awesome. But like their live action crew, they make the most baffling, stupid decisions sometimes. This franchise means so much to me at this point. The original movies did when I was growing up as well, particularly the first and the next Karate Kid, which again, I'm holding out hope that maybe we'll see Julie in this, but I'm not gonna hold my breath too much. I don't know. Anyway, guys, what'd you think? How'd you feel about this episode? I'd love to hear what you guys thought. So sound off the comments. Let me know your thoughts down below. We'll carry on the conversation after the video. Hope you enjoyed the reaction. If you did, leave a like, drop a comment, subscribe if you're not already. Remember, if you want to see the full length reaction, as always, you can check it out over on Patreon, or if you're a member of the channel, get you access as well. And speaking of before we go, I want to shout out our channel legends: Manny Share, York, Scott, Melito, Rubber, Anguiano, Jeffrey L, Jake Control, Eric Official, Casey Wood, and Russell Crockett. Thank you guys so much for continued support. That's it for this video, guys, and I'll see you all in the next one. Take care, everybody.